Hey, Shalom Markim, this is Rikard Makapash from GMS London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Baruch Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Chachadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that's pushing his truth and all sincerity. Back again with another video, and I caught this news article here. I think a brother had posted up in the chat, and you know, and it's about this Brazilian footballer named Kaká, who's famous, very well decorated, and this is old news. This is not something that happened recently, but it's in the news now for some reason. I don't know why. You know, yeah, the ex-wife wants some money, I guess. So she, did a a news press, just sold her story to the news. Um, but yeah, I was always trying to get the title here, man, because this just shows you, man, that women are just bugged out. They don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know what the fuck they want. But the serpent, has got them in a trick bag, man. Just out here destroying themselves. They don't know what the hell they're doing, man. The serpent's got these women, right? With all these temptations, man. 'Cause here it is. She acknowledged that her husband Kaka, right? He was a perfect man, a perfect husband. Treated her well, treated her good and everything, right? Which he probably wasn't doing certain things, and I'm gonna get to that. But he probably allowed himself to be walked over and that kind of stuff. These women like the idea that, oh yeah, this woman, this man is gonna pander you and cater to you, everything he wants and needs, man. But women don't really respect that. If she can just walk all over you. So, he's maybe doing a bit of that, maybe, and this is why she wasn't satisfied or whatever the case may be, right? But let me read here, right? It says, "Drop the ball. My Balloon d'Or winning ex-husband was too perfect." But this is what these women supposedly want. They want a perfect man that's gonna do everything for them, right? But no, you've been you've been sold the idea that you want some excitement, you want drama, you want this and that. Maybe he didn't. maybe he didn't put his hands on you, man. Maybe you wanted that. Maybe you wanted the arguments. Maybe you wanted to, smash on things, or you wanted to, pressure up against the wall and some other shit. Maybe you wanted all that drama, that excitement, which is like, it's lucky, man. Which is like, we talk about, with certain things, right? Yeah, Elder Apostle Gabar brings that and again about the whole grape doctrine, man, and that's how really that's your women's top fantasy, man. To be dealt with and treated that way. So as much as you go, oh no, it's horrible. No woman should ever experience it. And blah blah blah. This is what you're imagining. When you lay next to your man, like you wish he would just grab hold of you and just do that, just do that to you, right? And because you want some kind of excitement. It's just the truth, right? But I guess no, maybe he wasn't doing none of that stuff, and this is why she may feel, oh, I'm gonna find that excitement somewhere else, because Esau's got you believing that, oh, that you can find better else, find better someone better at someone else out there, all you got to do is break up with this dude and get with some other dude, if it, committing adultery, that's what you're doing, regardless of how you want to package it, you're committing adultery. You women out there that want to leave their husbands for whatever reason. Okay, that's your husband, man. Okay, you're bound to that man. Thus saith the Lord. Right? We don't deal with all this divorce shit and all this shit that Esau got going on in his legal system, where you can just get divorced whenever you feel like it. Yeah, those vows were meant to mean something. Right? It shouldn't be so easily disannulled. It says, let no man disannul. It shouldn't be disannulled, right? But this modern era that we're living in is it just propagates adultery, man. All right, and that's what Esau's got everyone doing. All right, but let's get some of this, man. We'll grab some scriptures. I don't want to make this too long, But yeah, you women are bugged out. You don't know what the fuck you want, right? But anyway, yeah, my ex-husband was too perfect, so I divorced him. Reveals stunning model who married superstar player. Right, the world-class player is now engaged in a child with his new partner. Right, so this is old news. Right, so Kaka's ex-wife has revealed she split with the superstar because he was too perfect. right? The former Brazil and Real Madrid star married childhood sweetheart Caroline Selico in 2005, right? So, they've known each other since they were little, man. Right? So really, like, they really knew each other, you know? So, all the, maybe all the men that she knew, she knew this guy the most, the best. Like any man she's ever been around, right? But she's willing to dump all that, to get, destroy all that, just because she feels like she's missing out on something, man. Just because Satan's in the ear saying, "Oh, ditch this loser," or whatever the case may be. But this guy's he's a he's a well decorated, world star player. Or at least it was when he was playing. But he still has all the accolades and all that kind of stuff, man. He was well respected, right? Got a Ballon d'Or and all that kind of stuff, right? Very successful in his craft, right? In his football, right? And he took care of her, right? And now she's married to this dude, right? She's now married to Eduardo Scarpa Gilial, right? Whatever, right? I don't know what this guy's doing, but obviously Kaka wasn't doing it for her no more. He was too nice. He was too nice. But that's not a reason to up and leave the man, to divorce the man. You know what I'm saying? That's madness. The guy is too nice. What? But like I said, a lot of women, especially today, they don't respect nice. They don't like nice people. They say that they want a nice guy, a guy that doesn't run around cheat on them and all this kind of stuff. Supposedly, supposedly cheat on them and all that kind of stuff, and has other women and shit. They say these things, but it doesn't really add up, because this woman certainly doesn't add up, to all of that sort of stuff, right? She wants drama. She wants excitement. She wants to have dysfunctional relationships, right? Because that's what it's going to be now, right? She thinks she's going to be happy with this dude. Maybe a couple of years later, or a couple of years down the line from now, or whatever, if the kingdom's still here, right? She might be with another dude, right? And she'll just go from dude to dude, right? Heartbreak, this, that, next guy. And it should be a cycle, a continuous cycle, man, thinking that, it'll be better next time. No, you had it good the first time. The first time you had it good. This guy was looking after you, man, and that's all you really should have fucking wanted. But no, you want all the extra shit. All the fucking extra shit, man. Because Satan has got you believing that you need the extra shit. All right? And she's supposed to be a Christian and all these kinds of things. It's just like a bunch of hypocrites, man. So they were married for just under 10 years before divorcing in 2015, right? So this is a while back. It's almost like 9 years ago now, right? An ex-couple who had two children together, but Caroline was not happy. Why was she not happy? She got everything she could possibly want, right? But again, she believes the guy is too perfect. He didn't raise his voice at her. He didn't hit her, and she wanted to be hit. She wanted to be shouted at. Who knows what the fuck is going on in these women's minds? What the fuck do they want? No one knows. Right? They don't even know. Right? Yeah, she's looking for a dysfunctional relationship. It's crazy, right? She was not happy and has now revealed she felt something was missing, but she doesn't know what that is. I bet you any money, right? She said, Kaka never betrayed me. Okay, something that these women always talk about. Oh, yeah, he's always cheating. And he's got other women and shit. They don't want that. But she had that. She had a guy that didn't betray her, didn't cheat on her, or, whatever, right? He treated me well. That's another thing these women want. Another box ticks. They want to be treated well, right? He gave me a wonderful family. Not dysfunctional. He didn't breed you and up and leave and just left you to support two kids on your own, did he? But women complain about that a lot, right? But I was not happy. She had everything, but she wasn't happy. So you can give a woman everything, man, and they're still not going to be happy for something, right? So something was missing. The problem was he was too perfect for me, whatever. The Brazilian socialite joined Kaka's church after they married, and she later became an evangelical pastor, but quit in 2010. Yeah, flags, isn't it? So now she's married again, and she's expecting another child by the new guy. Well, it's just dysfunctional, man. These women are just, Idiots, isn't it? All right. So that's the point. You really can't just bug that, man. There's no point trying to cater to you, man, because you're just never happy anyway. All right. You don't really know what it is that you want, because Satan's all up in your mind, man, and he's just creating confusion in your mind, man. You know. But let's grab some scriptures, man. I'm beginning it here in Titus chapter 2, verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. Okay, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience, and aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober. Right, these are women that these women that here that's supposed to be in the spotlight. They're really meant to be like they're there, as examples to other women how they should behave, and this is why we got a whole bunch of fucking riffraff women out there, because all the people that are in the public eye, all these women that are supposed to be examples to other women are just trash, right? Glorified hoes. And so the women that the younger women, they want to become just like them, basically glorified hoes. Everybody wants to OnlyFans and want to open up OnlyFans and all these kind of want to parade their body around every damn day. Yeah, and that's not all women, but the majority of these women, that these are the people that they look up to, man. And it's these types of stories. Well, you know what? I'm not happy too. Maybe I'll just leave my boyfriend or my husband and or find someone else. But like I said, it just reeks. Brings more wickedness into the world, man. All right, and you're not meant to be like that, right? It says, and that they may teach the young women to be sober-minded, to do the right thing, right? To use wisdom, man. Right? To love their husbands, to love their children, to love their husbands, right? To be discreet, which women are not. Majority of these women are not discreet, man. Like I said, she felt like she needed to sell her story to the newspaper. I don't know why. Maybe money's hard up with this guy. Who knows? I don't know this guy. But she felt like she needed to put it out there for the public to read about it. Like, that's not discreet. Come on, that's not discreet, is it? Right? Chaste, right? Keepers at home, right? Good, obedient to their own husbands, right? That the word of God be not blasphemed. All right. So when a woman gets with a man, that's her husband, right? And that's her husband until death do us part, right? In the scriptures, doesn't work exactly the same way, right? A man can, have more than one woman. They will be his wife, okay, and he will be their husband, right? And it will be that way until death, right? Not just because someone becomes unhappy or they got bored, because that's what it sounds like. Oh, she got bored. She wasn't happy. She was bored. She had everything. He provided everything that she needed, but she was bored. And now she's got everything, and now she can go do what the fuck she want to do with everything that she's gained in that relationship. It don't mean no fucking damn sense. That's not how everything's supposed to be. All right. This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. So now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, have God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Right? And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For God doth know that in the day that ye eat thereof, that then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to desire to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her and did eat. Right? So this fruit is really talking about knowledge, right? Talking about doctrine, right? The ways of this world, the ways of the heathen, ways of the wicked, right? And this is what Satan is, Esau's armed with today is these false philosophies, these false doctrines, this pseudo knowledge that he pumps out to the people in the world, man. And these women are heavily affected by it, right? He brought to them feminism, right? and it's bringing this balance among the sexes, right? Among man and women, right? He's sold to them things that they should want as women, things that they should desire as women. And a lot of these women just eat it up, man. It's like, yeah, no, I did really want to work a full-time job. Like, why? Why did you want to work a full-time job? No, Esau wanted taxes. That's what he wanted, right? But he convinced you that you should be working your asses off, man, and being fucking miserable working your asses off rather than just looking after the home, which is far more simpler because you still gotta go to work and still look after some type of house in some type of way. Yeah, the cleaning doesn't do it itself, right? And these women are lonely, man. A lot of these women are by themselves. You still got to come home and fucking clean the house, and you got to go to work, full time work, and some fucking the traveling on the fucking tube and shit. It's fucking bullshit, right? He's got you miserable, right? And he's broken the houses, the homes, the families up, right? Leaving left women with single parent, single mothers and shit, with bare children and stuff like that. He's created a disaster, man, and they don't seem to understand that. But it sounded good. It looked good. Oh yeah, that sounds really cool. Like I said, Satan's in the ears of these women saying, oh, don't be bored. Just divorce. Just divorce. I got a system there. You can use that. Yeah, get divorced. Take half your shit and go find somebody else to have fun with. That's all toxic shit that Esau's pumping into your brains, man. To be a hoe is toxic, right? From jumping from one dude to the other, it's toxic, man. It doesn't really. You think that it's going to bring you some type of fulfillment, but you're going to end up in a worse position than when you left. You had a guy that was there, that had your back, was looking after you, got you everything you needed, right? But you're going to find that your what you're going to get afterwards, man, is going to be worse. Like, so you're going to go through multiple relationships, multiple heartbreaks. You're going to have a child by this dude and another child by that dude. And then you're going to end up lonely, complaining about men when you had it good. You had it good already, But it's just Esau, man, all up in your minds, man. Right? So you ate these ideas, these philosophies. You ate it, consumed it, absorbed it, into doing foolishness. Right? This is Revelation 17 verse 1. And they came, that's okay. And they came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, okay, which is America, right? Which a lot of these doctrines and these philosophies stem from, man, because we're mostly influenced by things that go on in American media. This is where we get most of our idols, so-called idols from, and the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh shit! What is it, man? People that people want to replicate, because it's pushed heavily across the world. America pushes their whole music industry, the movie industry, and the sports and all that kind of stuff. They push it heavily across the world, man, and the people are out there trying to emulate these things, man. But they're all dysfunctional beings. They're all dysfunctional people, man. All of them. In some form or other, man, they're all dysfunctional, but this is what everybody aspires to be like. Whether the women are just trashy hoes, man, with different, different baby daddies and, 7 kids and shit, or they're strung up on drugs, or, they're just holding it out all the time, how they present themselves and whatever the case may be, however they're doing it, whatever dysfunction that they have, right? It's really being pushed from America. This is how the world is heavily influenced everywhere, right? Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of their fornication, right? The inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk, okay, with this wine that they push, these philosophies. Okay, so when you're drunk, you're not sober, you're not of a sober mind, you're not even thinking straight. You're intoxicated, you're fucking staggering all over the place, fucking always walking into traffic and shit. You're just an accident waiting to happen. You really just lay the fuck down. stay indoors, But yeah, these people are drunk off all this shit, man, and it's dangerous. right? They're only destroying themselves, man, with these thoughts, with these mentalities that they've heaped onto themselves. You know, in 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 11. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies, right? And I said, they're looking for drama. They're looking for, some type of excitement. Okay, they're not holding it down like they're supposed to. They're disorderly, right? Rather than focusing on things that they're supposed to be focusing on. Okay, they're doing extra. You know, sure. This is Sirach chapter 26, verse 7 says, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro, and he that hath hold of it is though he held a scorpion. A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. Right, and this is what these philosophies have done. They've created monsters, man. Right, it's created monsters, man, that cause nothing but shame. Right, and these women are wondering why men don't want to deal with them. Especially of our nation, of our tribes, right, of Israel, especially the so-called black woman, right? Why no one really wants to deal with them? Why no one wants to settle down? Why they don't want to marry them? Right? Because you've destroyed yourself, man, and you've brought shame upon yourself, man. And you try to act like, oh, I don't feel shame. I shouldn't be ashamed about nothing. But you don't understand how the world works. Then you don't understand how people view you, man. And you think it don't matter, but the other one, at home crying in your bed, talking about how hard things are. Why does nobody want me? Because you've done great damage to yourself, man, and there's no way to undo it. Because you wasn't thinking straight, you wasn't sober. All right. So the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids, right? And that, the majority of them look like that, all made up and shit, trying to allure men. But it's whorish. It's whorish, man. Just get your man and deal with your man, right? Why you gotta be eye candy for the whole world? Your man don't want you to be eye candy for the whole world, man. Fucking tits in your ass out all the damn time. He don't want that. He'd only want that if you was just a fucking trophy wife or a trophy woman. He's just out there showing you off. He ain't gonna settle down with you, man. He don't want that. He wanna use that. He don't wanna keep that. He wanna rent it. Yeah, he don't wanna keep it. Right? And you women don't understand these things, man. You think, oh, I ain't got to do nothing. I ain't got to change. I'm going to do me. Ain't going to no one make me change. Well, don't change it, and then don't complain, though. Right? Verse 10 says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself with overmuch liberty. And that's what Esau's giving you, overmuch liberty, man. He's taking power away from the men. He's giving you extra power. Right? For you to do your madness. And protection to do your madness. Right? So now you become over emboldened in doing madness and doing wickedness. But it's not serving you well. It's not really giving you freedom. It's another illusion that Esau's set up, man. Your lives are a lot worse now than they've ever been. Even though you may be too hard-headed to accept that. Like I said, Esau got you fucking working hard. He got you looking after children all the damn time and cooking and cleaning still. So he's not like you escape somewhere. You become Esau's direct bitch. While a tool, you become a tool for him to disrupt society. That's it. You've not progressed. Your lives are not better. Yeah, some of you women have got money in the bank now, but what have you got to show for that other than the fact you got money in the bank? Nothing. Okay, you're still not fulfilled. You haven't got that family that you wanted, because you concentrate on a career all your life, and now you're too old to have children, or you can't find a guy on your level to have children with, because no guy really wants a woman that, you know, who wants to wear the fucking trousers, and you even feel like you have the right to wear the trousers because you earn more money than the guy that you're dealing with or whatever. No guy really wants that, man. A man is always going to want to be king of his castle, and if you can't accept that, man, you just don't get it. You're gonna find yourself what they say in the manosphere. You put yourself out of the market, man, because you're trying to find this 1% guy who the 1% guy don't want to deal with you, man, because he can get younger, you're better, So you put yourself in a shitty situation, but that's of your own doing, because you believed in the lies that Esau sold you. You know. I'm not gonna read all of this. You can read this in your own time, I guess. But let's have a look here. I'm gonna grab verse 15 here. It says that a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and a continent mind cannot be valued. Right? That's real value right there. Right? Not because you got money in the bank, it don't mean shit to men. Not really, right? One that's obedient, one that listens. Verse 22 here, right? It says, "An harlot shall be accounted a spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. A dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog." And this is why, women are looked down upon, really. You're sexual objects to be desired, because you look, not all of you look good, but the ones that are proud, obviously, they're proud because of how they look and whatever, because they got the looks on their side right now, so they dress the way they dress, and trying to feed their own egos, right? But really, I can't remember what was the point I was gonna make. Damn it, lost it. But like I said, you women, you take pride in how you look, and you wanna flaunt it all off, man. But I say you don't. You look down upon because you're acting like a hoe. All right. I can't remember the point I was trying to make, but never mind. So a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Right? A woman that honoureth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoureth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. Right? So this woman's in danger, man. She thinks she's doing right by her, right? So, but she's putting herself in danger, man, because what am I talking about? It's not like she's an elect woman, but she's in danger anyway. But she's obviously not doing the right thing, and by doing these things, it's gonna heap judgment against her, man. All right. It's Sirach 25 verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, he shall sigh bitterly. Right? Because now that's, I know it's some time has passed now, but you think, after they split up and divorced and whatever, you think it was good when he saw getting with some other dude? No, man, it's just bitterness, man, because it's not how things are supposed to be. That's not a normal thing to happen when you watch your wife, or you hear your wife or your ex-wife, whatever, getting with somebody else and having children. Don't make you feel good, man. especially after you've done so much for her and she's just being fucking ungrateful essentially, right? You don't want to. You shouldn't. That's not something you should be experience. You should experience. This woman should be devout to you. You know what I'm saying? All right. It says her husband shall sit in among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, he should sigh bitterly. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As a climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire not for pleasure. Right, and Jade, they quick and easy to do that, because all they want is they desire because of how the person looks, man. But inside, man, it counts for a lot, and you need to really know that one, man, because it's dark inside, man. It's ugly as hell inside, If a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach, right? So this is this problem. These women that are focused on their careers or their life, and then looking to settle down, and they find it difficult because they usually maybe in a higher bracket than the guys that they maybe want to, well, guys that they could deal with, right? And if she finds someone like that is not earning as much as her, it's not going to work out, man, because she's going to get pissed off, that he's not doing as much or whatever, not bringing in as much, and he's gonna, he's gonna get pissed off because his authority is always being challenged, or he's living in her house and all this shit, and a man don't want to live like that, really. Yeah, you don't want to live like that, really, right? And like I said, you try and go higher to a guy that's earning more than you. If you're earning good money and you try and find a guy that's earning more than you are, you're in that 1% bracket, then you're gonna find out that you ain't no spring chicken. And just because you got money in bank, that ain't gonna impress that guy. So that's not a plus to you. It's not a plus at all. So therefore, you kind of just wasted your time. If that's what you wanted, But strong and independent, innit? That's that sticky slope. All right, so where was I now? A wicked woman abateth the courage, verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, and maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees, man. They're of no good. If she can't support her husband, man, she can't, take care of her husband. She's no good. It's always the focus that the man's got to take care of the woman. But a man has needs too, But most women these days don't want to have no responsibility, to do anything, just to be catered to, And a simp will do that, and it may have been that Kaka was a bit of a simp, maybe, I'm not sure I'm going to do that now. It's Proverbs chapter 31 verse 3 says, "Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings." Right? A man is not meant to be caught up all in his women like that, man. So that that he acts like a damn simp. That he just gives himself everything to her, and then she just abuses it. All right. Just finishing this off from Surah 25. Verse 24 says, "Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die." Right? Because Eve was the one that, metaphorically ate that fruit, took upon those ways to her, and taught Adam those things. It says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad." Right? You're not meant to give woman all this freedom, right? Because she's only going to do wickedness with it, So you have to keep her, a certain level of control over her, man. A certain amount of authority. But that would be called toxic these days, right? Women would call that toxic. You shouldn't be controlling and all this kind of stuff and blah 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 blah. She should have her freedom, but what do these women want to do with this freedom? They just do wickedness, man, and that's why you want it, because you want to do what the hell you want to do, man. But it's not wise. It's the same way you wouldn't let your child do anything, anything they want to do, man, because they will just do stupidness. We're here trying to protect them, and all they're doing is stupidness. They want the freedom to do stupidness, man. And so if you're a wiser man, you would know that's not how things are going to work. That's not, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that because X, Y, and Z reasons. And you're being paranoid or whatever the case may be. No, we just a wise man would just know that, yeah, well, you think it's fun and games now, but this is where it's going to lead. We already know where it's going to lead. You're gonna be a hoe. That's what it's gonna lead, man. Because this relationship ain't gonna work out eventually, man. You do some stupidness, and that's gonna be the rest of your life, man. Because once you've made that mistake, your life is gonna be just one big mistake. You're gonna continue those mistakes over and over again because you think that somehow your liberty is righteous. That the way you're living your life is good, right? When really it's just destroying you. Yeah, you need to be protected from yourself, man. Right? So it's only natural that a man exert control or authority over his woman. Same way with his children, man, to make sure they don't do stupidness. A man wants to protect what's his. Really as simple as that. It says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorcement and let her go. All right, sometimes there's no talking to a bitch, man. Yeah, sometimes if she like a wild boar in the house, man, yeah, you just cut that one off, man, because she's just making your life extremely difficult, man. Extremely difficult, and she ain't listening. She ain't doing what she told. She's going out, just being wild, man. No, you don't want that woman, man. Yeah, let her destroy herself, man. She can't be spoken to. I think this was on. I didn't know this one yet. Right, I'm gonna close out with this. It says, this is Sirach 23, verse 22. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband, right? As in the case of this woman, right? In the article. And bringeth an heir by another, right? Which she's having a child with the other dude, with this dude. Where is this dude? Yeah, she's having a child with this dude now. Right? She got two already, but she's having one with this dude now as well. For first, she have disobeyed the Lord the Most High, right? Because what's the Lord Heavenly Father, man? She meant to be cleave to her husband. She ain't meant to take another husband. Okay, that's not permitted, right? But that's what she's done. All right, so she's disobeyed the Lord the Most High, and secondly, she have trespassed against her own husband. Okay, the original dude, the footballer here, right? She trespassed twice. She has trespassed against her own husband, and thirdly, she have played the whore in adultery. That's what she is now. I mean, she probably was that before, but just going from a married perspective, right? She's played the whore in adultery and brought children by another man, right? And so Most High's got it out for all these types of people, man, that don't give a damn about the law, that don't give a damn about the Heavenly Father and the way He's created things, and don't respect His ways, man. Right? I say you think it's all fun and games now, but wait till judgment starts coming out here. When death angels are sent after you, man, and you perish in horrific ways. And you'd be like, but what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Well, if you open your ears and listen, I mean, she was supposed to be some evangelical priest, or I don't know, priestess, or whatever the fuck it was. Where is it? What did it say she was? Evangelical pastor, right? She's meant to be that. So she's meant to know. She's meant to know, right? But she's gonna act like she ain't done nothing wrong. Right? But we're reading it here, right? Verse 24, she shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children. And her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit. She shall leave her memory to be cursed. Right? She's going to go out in a bad way at the end of the day. She's not going to go out like honored. Oh yeah, yeah, she was a loving wife. No, no, she was a whore. She was a whore. And the Most High judged her as a whore that committed adultery, as is the punishment, right? Death. You know. She shall leave her memory to be cursed, and her reproach shall not be blotted out. Right? It's not gonna be forgotten. Right? She's brought shame upon herself, man. But in this society, it's not shame. In this society, it's applauded. Oh, well done. Yeah, you was unhappy. Yeah, you had the right to leave and all this kind of stuff. He wasn't. What was he not doing? He was a perfect guy. What was he not doing? But yeah, no, you had the right to leave because you was unhappy. And long as, so that's what it took. That's all it takes. That's all it takes to justify adultery, is that he wasn't happy, even though the guy was doing everything. Crazy, right? And they that remain, those that witness, right, shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord, which these people don't have out here, man. That's why adultery is rampant. No one respects, these unions and these relationships, man, right? That there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord. It is great glory to follow the Lord, and to be received of him is long life. All right. So, I wanted to end it on that. So, Lord, this has been edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. So, till next time, I say shalom.